What's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back to 80 Cooks, and on the menu today is cube steak. Easy, simple meal, you all. It's sort of like smothering, like a pork chop, smothering chicken. Pretty easy, simple meal, you all. And what we have in front of us is some cube steak, which is pork. I think it's from the pork lawn. And what we're going to do is start off with a basic seasoning. We're not going crazy with this. We're going to go in with a little black pepper. We're going to go in with some Italian seasoning. Next, we're going to go in with some garlic powder. Pretty simple, y'all. Onion powder. And this is pretty much my basic go-to seasoning, minus the Italian seasoning. So I'm just basically adding my basic seasoning that I usually add on the majority of my food. Lowry seasoning salt. Just want to give it a nice light coat. Just like that, y'all. What we'll do is rub it in on this side, then we'll flip it and do the same. Okay guys, once we have this side seasoning, what I have is a plate with flour in it, and we're just gonna take each side of this cube steak and lightly flour each side. I mean, you don't have to dredge it in flour. What we're really looking for with flouring this is to build a nice crust, and also to help build our gravy on our cube steak. Slightly, just this simple, y'all. And my store that I usually go to does not sell cube steaks. I don't see it. Maybe I'm not looking, but I found these at Walmart, and I usually don't like buying meat at Walmart, but I did because I rarely see cube steak. So I picked it up, and I was like, hey, how about me doing a video for it, because that's something I've never done. So here we have it. So if you're looking for the cube steaks that I'm using, you can find them at Walmart. If your local Walmart store carries them, this is where I got mine from. So what we're gonna do, we're pulling out our OG cast iron skillet. We're gonna get that oiled up, get it real hot, and we're gonna throw these babies in. Alright guys, we went ahead and oiled up the OG cast iron skillet. I did a little half and half extra virgin olive oil, and the other half vegetable oil. I mean, you can use both, it doesn't matter. A little history about this skillet. This is actually a gift from my mother, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my cube steaks in before my grease gets a little bit too hot. But this was given to me by my mother when I moved into my house, and I really cherish this. I love cast iron skillets too, because you can pass them down to your kids, relatives, and like this really means a lot to me, having some like this, you know, to honor my mother. She cooked in this. She had a couple or 3 or 4 of them, and she gave me one. So this, gonna cherish this cast iron skillet, and it really means a lot to me, y'all, with this. What we're doing is we're gonna let this brown It typically takes anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. We're not trying to really cook these cube steaks. We're just trying to get a nice crust on them. Another reason you don't want to put too much flour on your cube steak is because we're just cooking this in a shallow, we're not using a lot of grease. So if you put too much flour on it, it'll kind of clunk up in the skillet and you won't get that sear to it. And you just want to put a light coating of flour on this. So what we'll do is let this cook 2 to 3 minutes on each side and we'll come back and check. 2 to 3 minutes, let's flip over, guys. That's the type of crust that we're looking for. We'll do it again on this side, 2 to 3 minutes. All right, guys, we removed our cube steaks. We're gonna go in with us about a half chopped onion. And I did, after I took out my second batch of cube steaks, I did go in and add a little more vegetable oil or olive oil. You can use either one. Also, at this point, we're going to go in with us some minced garlic. And do not clean the bottom of your skillet. I know it might look crazy. Like, dog, I can't put onions in there. Those drippings are flavor. So leave that in your skillet. Do not clean your skillet. At this point, we're going to go in with us about a tablespoon and a half of flour. And just when you put it in there, just spread it kind of all around. Don't put it in one spot so it doesn't clump up on you. A little more. And what we want to do is brown this this flour. You don't want to burn it though. We just want to kind of brown it. Gonna put a little bit more extra virgin olive oil in there to kind of help with it. If you do need to add more to yours, add it. And what we'll do is kind of let these onions and this flour and garlic kind of marry together, and then we're cooking out that nasty flour taste. All right, our onions and our flour should be good the way we want it. Don't want to burn it, so let's go ahead and deglaze this pan. I am using beef broth in this, but you can use, I don't know if they make a pork broth, I'm not familiar, somebody correct me, but you can use pork, vegetable, use chicken, whatever you got, use it. We're going to use beef. And this is a low sodium beef broth as well. And this is really cold, so it's gonna kind of slow the cooking down a little bit. I'm also gonna go in with a little water. And what we wanna do is go under the bottom of this pan with your spoon or whatever you're using. and kind of pull those drippings up from the bottom. That's that flavor, y'all. Also, we're gonna go on with a little hot sauce. It's not gonna make it hot. It's just gonna give it that richness to it. Gonna go on with some black pepper. What am I looking for? A parsley flakes. We're gonna go on with us some parsley flakes. All right, guys, I do apologize for that. Right when I was adding the parsley flakes, my camera died on me. I do apologize. After that, it actually worked out perfect because I wasn't adding anything else into it at that point. So only thing I was going to tell you is that we were bringing this back to a boil. So what we're going to do once we have our gravy back to our boil, we're going to add in our cube steaks that we kind of pan-seared earlier. Burnt myself. And you want to cover this because it wouldn't be smothered unless you didn't cover it. We kind of want to turn the temperature down too, between medium and low. And if your gravy gets a little bit too thick on you, you can always add more water or more stock to it. It's really not a big deal. You may have to go in and season it a little bit, but other than that, we're just going to let things cook down, and then we'll probably the next time I check back, we'll do a little taste on it to see if we need to add any more, seasonings to it. But I think we should be good. So I'm going to let this boil for about maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. 5 minutes in, let's go check. And this is the consistency of our gravy. Nice, y'all. Smells so good. I did taste off camera. We do not need to add any seasoning to this. This is perfect. But yours, you may need to add seasoning. So at this point, you would add in the things that you want to add to it. And that's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do, I have this on a low simmer. I actually turned this all the way down to low because this is a cast iron skillet. And what I'll do is let this cook for about maybe 10 minutes. Then I'll turn it off and plate. Okay guys, we went ahead and plated our cube steak and gravy. House smells amazing. I'm pairing this with some rice and some string beans. Like a garlic, spicy string bean. Again, easy, simple meal, you all. I really appreciate you all for tuning in. Just want to show you the consistency of the gravy. If this isn't to your liking, you can make it thicker, but this is perfect for me. Nice creamy gravy. Again, appreciate you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and peace.